Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin is actually pumping a little bit on the day, but we are in this descending wedge. That's why I've put up this blue line here, because we kind of need to break out, and hopefully we will do, because these usually do go to the upside. However, what if we don't? Because we've lost this 110 region, so the next major support would be at 100k, and I believe that could actually bring fear back into the market, which we're actually in currently. So we're touching fear. We are in fear, especially after yesterday. So maybe we're going to touch extreme fear and go from there, because everything looks to be resetting, especially with September is usually a bearish month, but everybody's expecting that at the same time, so we don't know what's going to happen. Bitcoin's volatile, so is your house. You just can't check the price, so your dollars, but they always go down, so are your stocks. So maybe it isn't the worst investment in the world, but you don't want to buy the top when everybody's going to start selling on you, and you want to buy low and sell high. You don't want to buy high and sell low, because that would be silly, and you won't be willing to go through the brutal bear market that Bitcoin usually has. World Liberty Financials is exploding 400% of the 483 million token unlock. I don't like the sound of that, but we'll see how it goes. I did take some profits yesterday as it was pumping like crazy upon the Binance listing potential news. This guy's going long on BTC. It makes sense because it's sat around this support region. The next time you'd buy is around about in the middle and on the bottom side of that as well. Look, World Liberty going on Binance. Anyone who trades BTC or even trades to make a few dollars is an idiot. Take it from someone who speaks to the people behind the curtain. The system is about to blow. BTC to 1 mil to force stable coins to buy US bonds is the only way out. BTC serves the dollar. I don't know, bruh, because it's still going to be bear markets, like I say. I'd be careful who you're listening to. And I'm going to go into a bit more detail now by looking at Benjamin Cohen's tweet. The reason BTC dominance is likely going to find a low soon and start going back up is because there are only 3 outcomes for the price of BTC, and all 3 outcomes historically tend to lead to dominance going higher. If BTC bounces off the 20-week SMA and heads higher, then BTC leads the bull market and dominance goes up. If BTC does not hold the 20-week SMA and drops below, then alts get rinsed, as they would be concerned for the health of the bull market. In that case, a 10% drop for BTC would be a 30+% drop for most alts. If BTC just sits at the 20-week SMA for all of September, then alts slowly bleed out to BTC and BTC dominance goes up. I think we are about to kick off the final rotation into Bitcoin for this market cycle, and it makes sense because usually Bitcoin gets a blow off top before the alt season actually starts. But there has been a MACD bearish cross on dominance, fall below the 21 MA after a long time, long awaited alt season. But there was also news that Trump was dying, which was crazy. There was a trend going around about his hand and things of that nature, because we didn't hear of him for a day or two. That would definitely kill off BTC and would be a major black swan event. It's not even a black swan event, it's just an event in reality. If that happens to Trump, which obviously we want the best for him, he's a human being, it would genuinely crash the markets. And reminder, each time Bitcoin hits the ceiling, an 80% drop does follow. So that has to be a possibility in your mind, because you can't just think it's going to go up forever. It can go up, it may consolidate, and it may also go down. So have all 3 possibilities in mind. CZ Binance is not usually wrong. Told you to bought the dip, and you have to avoid selling the dip on Bitcoin. But is this the bottom, or are we going to go lower? I think I'm actually inclined to buy a bit more Bitcoin, especially after what we've read today. If we get a major dip to about 100k, I would be very, very, very happy buying Bitcoin at these levels, just in case, you know, with the stop loss. Just in case, because you never know. Bitcoin could do a madness.